to episode 2 of our Enchanted Princess cruise to Norway and Denmark. On the third day of our cruise we woke early and watched the long journey up through the fjord to Oslo from our balcony. We decided that the thing we most wanted to do in Oslo was to visit the Kontiki and Fram museums, and the easiest way to get there was to use the hop-on and hop-off bus. We were pleased to find that the bus stop was right outside the terminal. On the way to the bus we had more photos taken. The bus ride was about 40 minutes. Despite it being a hop-on hop-off bus and almost full, almost nobody got on or off before we arrived at the museums, and even there only a handful got off. We had earphones which gave us English commentary as we passed points of interest. The Kontiki Museum was first. As well as the Kontiki, it also housed Ra too. We spent about 2 hours there and then went out for some fresh air before going into the Fram Museum, which was about 20 yards away. I took the opportunity to have a look around the grounds and make sure our ship hadn't left without us. In the Fram Museum we were able to go on board and handle the same wheel that Nansen had used to steer further north than any ship had sailed before, and Amundsen had used to steer further south than any ship had sailed before, although perhaps the wheel was like Trigger's broom. After spending another couple of hours in the Fram Museum, including a stop for a cup of coffee, we decided to head back to the ship. After a short wait, we were back on board a hop-on hop-off bus. This trip was much shorter, about 15 minutes. Back at the ship, we visited the terminal gift shop. I decided to walk to the Opera House, which has a very unusual roof, which you can walk up onto from ground level. It was a little further than I thought, and I didn't quite make it before it was time to hurry back to the ship before it left without me.
Sailing into the southern section.
Surprising how close these little boats come to.
Yeah.
The canoeists there. We watched our journey back down the fjord for a while, then headed to the theatre to watch John Torode doing a cookery demonstration. There were 2 other chefs giving demonstrations on other days, but this was the only one we watched.
I'm going to do it a bit better because we're going to Australia today. We're not going down to Copenhagen just yet. G'day. Yeah. Beautiful. What? We're in the mood for it now, Aaron.
Wonderful. Well, first of all, thank you for being here. What's it like being on a cruise ship?
Well, I love a cruise,
Yeah.
I've got to say. I mean, I only sort of really started to be introduced to cruising a very short period of time ago, but I love it. It's so much fun. And all these lovely people who come and say hello and take pictures and all sorts of stuff.
Good to hear. Now, in today's demonstration, you're going to cook 3 different dishes, right?
I am.
Wonderful. And then we've got our lovely guest. You've wrote down questions. So after each dish, I'm going to come back out and read some of those questions. But I've got a very...